as you've seen there, if you like Dark Tide or play Dark Tide or are a consistent player to Dark Tide, we all know what it's like to go against these bursters, especially recently, and how it's been this past year. Bursters have been absolutely ridiculous, and that's not the main point of this video though. This video I want to talk about what it's like to work at Walmart as a personal shopper. You know, those guys that walk around with the big shopping carts, they're ordering or they're completing orders for people online, you know what I mean? If you've been to Walmart recently, you would know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, maybe you don't have it at your Walmart, maybe not. But golly, is working at Walmart a story, man. Holy crap. There's always something every day, something new. Especially working in a public place like that, you know, it gets pretty stressful. I used to be a manager at Little Caesars, more like a team lead, but still management one way or another. But yeah. Um, Earlier today, I was there actually, and I had someone come up to me asking for a mini corn on the cob in a can. So I don't know how that sounds to you, but to me that absolutely confused me. I had no idea what this lady was talking about, so I'm like, okay, let me try to search it up. Maybe we get like this little Walmart app that we can use to search things up, of course. Don't know how the fuck I was gonna search this up. So mini corn in a can, you know. Of course, there's corn, not on a cob, just corn. So I'm like, okay, do you actually mean just corn in a can like this, or do you mean like little small corn on the cobs in a can? And this lady, I tell you, she was frustrated. She was like getting on her nerves, or I was getting on her nerves, and I'm trying to work here. So I'm like, what is going on? They're like, hello, like in my brain, of course. I'm just like, okay, something wrong with this lady. So then again, I ask her, I'm like, okay, well, I don't think we have that, ma'am. I'm not seeing anything on our shelves with this. I even go to the aisle where all the canned vegetables are with the normal corn, and I'm like, I'm not seeing any miniature corn on the cob in a can. And this lady just progressively is getting really irritated, and it's really irking me as well. And I'm like, oh well, I can't find it, ma'am. I don't see it here. You see it for yourself. And then she proceeds to ask another worker, similar as me, shopping, right? She's a little shopper. This lady has no idea what she's talking about. She as well, you know. It's just like, wow. You know, we're just both sitting there dumbfounded, and we're like, man, I don't think we have anything like that. And she's just fucking off her gourd, you know. I just have no idea. You know, she's even went to management to complain. And you gotta understand what that sounds like. I'm sitting here talking to my boss. This lady's asking for miniature corn on the cob in a can, and she's getting angry that we don't have it. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Just pull it out of my ass or something? You know, like that shit's poop, bro. Straight from my ass. I don't understand. So that is just like one instance of the things I go through every day, man. Some customers are just, it's like a roulette, you know. You get a gamble. You're either going to get someone who's cool, maybe you have a nice little conversation, or you're going to get someone absolutely wasting your time like that. And it's just, some people might get irritated by it. I think it's funny though. I like having something new every day when I go to work, you know. Even if it is bad, at least the day's not boring. Helps the day go by quicker. Even if it's a good conversation with the customer, it'll still make time fly, you know. But yeah, other than that, I must say, I remember like once another instance when in the beginning when I first started working there, they actually had a guy running around with a machete. And I remember we all had to stay indoors for a little while. And I'm a dispenser, by the way. These are people that, when your order is ready and you come to pick it up at Walmart, we bring it out to you and load it. So in this situation, we're just like waiting, and there's people outside waiting in the cars because there's a guy outside with a machete somewhere, supposedly, from what I was hearing at the time. I didn't actually see it, but I'm telling you, yeah, shit's crazy. It's kind of like I said, a roulette of just random shit that happens, you know. And it is Walmart. Sometimes we get homeless people coming in stealing. Sometimes we get people who are accused of stealing, and it's a complete accident, you know. So it's, oh yeah, that's my bad, you know. We just had to double check because it's our job, and then they absolutely shit on you for it, and it's like, okay, well, I'm sorry, but what do you want me to do? Not my job, I guess. I get paid to do this. It's just ridiculous, you know. And some people, I remember one time I had to be in the front checking receipts, and I do not like that. Me personally, low key, if you ever work at a Walmart, the best job is this job I'm talking about, the personal shopper. It's just super easy. But yeah, being in the front and checking receipts sucks, because then we get those pretentious customers who are just like, I don't have to show you my receipt. You're not gonna make me show it to you. No, I'm not gonna make you show it to me. It's not my job to make you show it to me. It's my job to ask you if I can see it, but if you don't want to show it to me, I'm not gonna go full Rambo mode, take it from you, check all your receipts, make sure you paid for everything, you know. Like, I don't take my job that serious. And then that's where I'm getting to, where there is the workers that you have that do take the job really serious. And you may not believe it, but it's true. There is at Walmart as well. Like, it's Walmart, but there's people that take that shit so serious. But you know, it is what it is. You get paid for a reason, right? So I love my coworkers there. Me and my Walmart, we have a huge Discord, like at least 30-40 people in it so far, of people who just have or used to work or still do work in the department that I used to work in. Sorry if I'm slurring my words a bit. I'm still getting used to yapping, you know, and making a YouTube video out of it. But yeah, so it's honestly just so funny. And especially when you're there with your homies, it's kind of like when you're in the middle of class and the teacher asks you a question and your homie's just staring at you from across the class with the most dumbest fucking face ever, and you just can't stop. You just can't stop laughing. That happens to me every time I see one of my personal shopper homies. I'm over here trying to help a customer, and I look across. This boy's staring at me with intent. I'm talking like ferocious intent. That shit is just so hilarious with me. And sometimes it could be fun, you know. I know there is some rumors about Walmart, you know, some shady business and stuff, but I don't really know about them all too much. I'm just stating my experience working in this department in particular. So far, it's been fun. Definitely the easiest job. People go back and forth on my job. They're like, stocking's easier, your job's easier. I never actually done stocking. I'd probably done it like twice, but it is pretty easy from what it looks like. But yeah, what I basically do is I just go and, you know, you place your order, and then I'm one of the people that go and shop for you. I get substitutions. I go to the back as well if needed, but we don't really do that as much anymore. Only certain people do. But yeah. Let me see. Can I think of any other instances? I remember this one instance where I accidentally tapped someone's cart. I literally just tapped it, and this man went full ballistic mode. I can't even explain how. I wish I could show you. But if I had a video for every encounter I've had, I'd probably be really famous. But I guess that's what the new meta glasses are for, huh? But not saying I'm gonna go meta glasses, full metaverse or anything like that. Speaking of metaverse, there is like this VR chat thing. I guess Mark Zuckerberg was working on. Forgot what it was called, but I guess it's getting canceled. And wow. I never even got to try it, but rip to that. I also heard again that one guy made a complaint about it being shut down, and then supposedly they're not gonna do it, but I think that was just a rumor. But even if it's not, you know, good luck to them, I guess. But yeah, this is my second yap video now on this channel, and if you do like this content so far, and you like me talking about, you know, my job or, you know, anything in life in particular, like my last video was on being a dad in the Big 26. Things can be definitely very peculiar as a father, especially when you're trying to game or, you know, work or run a business, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you liked the video, subscribe and like, and hopefully I'll see you guys on my next video. Yeah, I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.